Yo ho ho! What's going on, guys? This is Grim Reaper, bringing you guys. Fuck it, bro. I'm not going into all that bullshit. I'm not going into all that specifics. We're gonna hop right into this shit because I'm not dealing with this shit no more, bro. So let me know in the text chat or whatever if you guys can hear me or whatever. Let me know if there's any audio issues. We're just gonna get right into this shit. So first off the bat, let's address the issue outright. So for a long ass time now, whether it's inside the Reaper community, whether it's in the One Piece community in general, whether it's BDA, for example, whether it's Laws or whoever it may be, around different communities and shit like that, Joy Boys, stuff like that, Sawyer, King and Lightning or whatever, it seems to be that there's a consensus amongst, maybe not those actual individuals, but amongst the communities, that for some goddamn reason, Yonkos just beat Admirals. And this hasn't been like some new shit that came up out of nowhere. This has been like since the beginning. Since we've seen Marineford and shit like that, for years this has been going on. We've addressed it before. We've talked about it in other instances, but let me start out with the first point. So we get introduced to this big ass world that we're told is several times larger than actual Earth, and the Earth that we stand on right now. And this world is, once just like the actual regular Earth, full with mostly waters. The majority was waters and sailing. That's how people get around on boats and shit like that. So it's funny to me when they introduced that for 900 plus years, one force, one group has controlled all of the seas. Literally, you guys will look on the bottom part of the screen. This portion here, Grand Line, the New World, that strip of the fucking planet of the sea or whatever, that's all the pirates have a monopoly over. That's the only part where the Marines don't actively do their bidding and just hold their hand down and just keep everything under their grips and shit like that. Because there are other forces. It's not a conversation stating that there is nobody who can beat anybody else. None of that is being said at this point here. Well, what I am discussing is the fact, first of all, the first point, the entirety of the world of One Piece is controlled by the Marines for 800 plus years. Roger, Whitebeard, Rayleigh, Shanks, Shiki, all kinds of pirate ass niggas. All kinds of pirate ass niggas. Nolan, all kinds of niggas strong as fuck doing their thing. Have they taken over the world? Have they disrupted the institution that is the Marines and the world government? Have they affected those points? Pirates literally gather territory. That's one of the prerequisites of being a Yonko. To gather territory. To spread your influence. But a coalition of 4 of the strongest niggas in the verse can't spread their influence past one strip of the world? That seems peculiar as fuck. That's just the answer to you motherfuckers who think that if the Yonkos all banded together, that they would defeat the Marines or some shit like that. That's not the case. That is not the case. The Marines and the world government not only have the 3 admirals to stop the warlords by themselves, but the unity of the 7 warlords. This man even addressed the point that the warlords would never work together. They're not even going to work together. And just that being the case, just existing on that side and that force, is enough to stop them. Look at Marineford. In Marineford, not at one time did more than one admiral fight consistently with Whitebeard. Not once. Not once. You didn't see a Kainu come up with a Magma Fist and the Kizaru shoot him with a beam. You didn't see Aokiji freeze his legs and then the Kainu come with a fucking Magma Blast. You didn't see fucking Kizaru shoot a volley of the Yasuke Magatana and then have niggas freeze him and shit. You didn't see any combos like that. Sengoku ends up out of nowhere. Garp ends up out of nowhere. They did not tag team him. And he's the strongest nigga in the verse. The strongest nigga on screen, that in real time on screen we seen, was Whitebeard. Not one nigga in the verse, not Shanks, not fucking Big Mom, not Kaido, not fucking Sengoku, not Garp. Nobody can do or replicate or has replicated what we saw in Marineford from that one man. Not one nigga. You can look through the entire story of One Piece. You will not find an entire collection of panels and feats that are equal to what Whitebeard was capable of and what he did. I'm not talking about what he could possibly do. I'm not talking about destroying the world. I'm not talking about all the fights he had with fucking Roger. On screen, drawn and shown to us, not one nigga has done things that are equivalent to that. Whitebeard was indeed the strongest man at that period in time, as the Viz volumes and all the things have already stated and pointed out. So we're going to move on to the second point, addressing that very same thing about Whitebeard and the niggas. Don't tell me that because Whitebeard did that thing to Akainu, but straight just was clapping them cheeks and shit, man. That Shanks could do that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that Big Mom is going to do the same exact shit. Don't tell me that fucking Kaido's going to run through the niggas. That didn't happen. It hasn't happened. That hasn't been shown. Like I said, what he's displayed, what Whitebeard's displayed, is on a completely different level than the other Yonkos. Whitebeard was not a Yonko. He was the strongest man in the world. The title of the strongest man in the world is above the Yonko title. At least in terms of what he's shown. If somebody else gets the strongest man in the world title, sure, that shouldn't be the same as another Yonko. Like fucking Kaido has currently in the Viz translations. They call him the strongest person in the world. Why? I don't know. I haven't seen it. But it's not like he can't do it. And we've definitely seen that he has the potential to do those things. But until he actually does those things, that epithet of Yonko is the only thing that he will have. And the epithet of Yonko is the only thing that he will be measured with the other ones. Whitebeard showed us that he could do more than other Yonkos, comparatively to right now. That's why in retrospect, and in the current day when we're actually reading it, but especially in retrospect, we can still say that Whitebeard is the strongest person in the world that we've seen. Nobody has done the same exact shit as him. We're going to go on to the next point, because we're saying on that too much. The fact that Whitebeard is the strongest man in the world and Akainu fucked him over, granted, after all that shit happened, he encountered Aokiji, he encountered Kizaru, he went through a bunch of different niggas, what's his face, Squardo, all kinds of shit was going on during the war that he had to encounter. I think at the end of the arc, they told us about how many hundreds of bullets he'd taken, how many different tens of hundreds of cannonballs he had taken to the face, how many swords, wound, stab, slices, all that kind of shit that happened. None of that happened to his back. But all this shit happened to him, and he was still able to go head on with one of the strongest niggas in the world. One of the strongest niggas in the world, Akainu, one of the greatest hand-to-hand fighters, one of the most destructive fruits in the series, as quoted by Oda. That nigga went head-to-head with that nigga after taking all that. And fucked that nigga. He straight up mollywhopped his ass, bro. Broke the Justice Building on his ass, bro. Had the nigga crawling and screaming out after his name and shit like that, bro. Falling through a crack. Oh, no, she don't get good type shit, bro. Like, Akainu put in that fucking work, bro. When in the manga, when half of this nigga's face was gone, bro. Half of this nigga's head was gone from fighting with this nigga, the strongest nigga in the verse. The strongest nigga in the verse, he took his head off. How? What other nigga has had a fight that impressive? Not Shanks. Not Kaido. Not Big Mom. Fuck out of here with that bullshit, nigga. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. And I'm not claiming that Akainu is the strongest of the Admirals or the strongest of the Yonkos. I'm claiming that it's very, very, very clear that Akainu's combat ability was very, very close to Whitebeard's, to the point that he could affect him fatally. Fatally. And it's not to say that any other Yonko or any other Admiral could not do that. Could not get to that point or even be similar. It's the fact that people at this level, the Admirals, the force of the world, the niggas protecting everything else, and I'm gonna say it just like that because it's no other way to say it. The niggas protecting everything else, them niggas held off the strongest nigga in the world. Why do you keep telling me that Shanks is gonna fucking body Akainu? Why do you keep telling me that Shanks can beat fucking Fuji? Why do you keep telling me that Big Mom can body Kizaru? Why do you keep telling me that Kizaru cannot stop a meeting between Kaido and Big Mom? What? What? My nigga Akainu literally had to tell him, yo, relax, my nigga. They got some niggas over there with blades and shit, and they kind of cock diesel out there, bro. That's gonna be a lot for you to deal with if you go alone. We're gonna leave that shit alone. The nigga literally stopped him from doing his job. He was that eager to body these two niggas, and not to say, and I'm saying that in trying to hype this shit up. Not to say that Kizaru's just gonna body Big Mom and Kaido. As we've made the point previously in this video, all of them niggas are strong. The 4 and the other 4, potentially 5, Aokiji, Akainu, Kizaru, Green Bull, Fuji, all of them niggas are on the exact same tier. All of them niggas can fight each other and possibly win. If Green Bull beats Akainu, I will not be surprised. I will not. If Kizaru beats Shanks, I will not be surprised. If Big Mom bodies Akainu, I will not be surprised. I will not for 1 second. That's expected of these niggas. For y'all to book, it's like, come on, bro. Like I can't even tolerate these niggas sometimes. Like, what the fuck is y'all niggas talking about? What are you talking about? The story doesn't show that at all. The story doesn't show that at all. These niggas are all in the same tier, bro. All of them. To have Kizaru come after these two niggas, nigga, yeah, nigga. What the fuck you mean, bro? Alright, I'm gonna take a quick second to look at what niggas talk about here in the chat. See what niggas saying so far. Remember, we've only addressed 2 points right now. The fact that obviously this nigga fought the strongest men in the world. The strongest men in the world. And that the Marines control 99% of the world. When the pirates are trying to gain territory. So it doesn't make sense for you to tell me that fucking one... A nigga told me what? The nigga told me Shanks was for the body of Marines. The nigga told me when Shanks walked up to the niggas and blocked the Kainu slash, bro. The nigga told me, oh, bro, they stopped because Shanks is finna kill them all, bro. Oh, Shanks is finna... Them cheeks, nigga. What? Sengoku, Garp, Akainu, Kizaru, Aokiji. Sengoku, Garp, Kizaru, Akainu, Aokiji. Shanks and his boy finna run through them niggas? They finna run through them niggas? Fuck out of here, bro. It took an immortal phoenix. A fucking immortal phoenix, man, to deal with Kizaru and shit, bro. To stand up to him and shit. A nigga that the damage that he takes isn't gonna be correlated to the end of the fight and shit, bro. He regenerates and shit. That's who Oda chose to stand in front of Kizaru and shit to take up his time and shit like that, bro. And the nigga was fucking around. He even fucked on Luffy while that nigga had the initiative to stop him and shit. He did that shit too, bro. Kizaru literally, bro, a casual kick took out a mangrove. Handled 500 niggas. 500 niggas after the Straw Hats escaped. After Kuma pulled that bullshit, he handled 500 niggas. Not 20, not 50, not 2 or 3, 500 niggas. All went to jail because he got mad because the niggas left. 500 niggas. What is the other nigga? Froze an entire sea. Froze an entire sea. Went to the Bay of Marineford. Fucked all the niggas over, bruh. He was literally standing on his shit. At any moment in time, he could have frozen them over, as he already did presently. Granted, niggas can break out of ice. Niggas do all kinds of shit. Yeah, the quick man there. It was going to be ways to deal with all kinds of shit. Don't tell me, ever fucking again tell me, that Shanks could have beat the Marines at Marineford. That's wrong and a lie. Sengoku obviously had the better intentions and the moral intentions in mind during that situation. Don't tell me some fucking dumbass bullshit about force, bro. Oh, Shanks was finna clap them chicks, bro. Sengoku was finna be on his knee, bro. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? And nigga out there saying shit like that, fucking whoever may be, creditless as fuck, dog. They're all creditless as fuck. Fucking, Matter of fact, I don't even know who the fuck it is, bro. Just know they're creditless as fuck. Identified. Confirmed, my nigga. Let's hop in here to this chat for fast, for real, Alright. I'm out here sweating and shit. Real niggas gotta be hype. What's good, Moti? What's good, bro? What's up, Marley K? Hey, Carp, bro. Hey, tighten up, bro. Carp, I can't fuck with that little shit you playing right there, bro. Fuck off of that, bro. Kage, what's good, Kage? They jumped. What's up, Toddy? Toddy says they jumped Whitebeard. You act like Whitebeard was fresh and 1v1 an Admiral. He fought all 3 plus thousands of Marines, then one-shot of the Kainen. Alright. You definitely correlate to what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna give him all that credit that he bodied 3 Marines. Nah. But you get my point with that shit. Let's move to the next point. You're going to stop telling me that one Admiral is stronger than the other. Because that's the crux that these dumbasses use to try and tell you that an Admiral could beat a Yonko. Oh, Akaino's the only one who could fuck with these niggas. Akaino's the only one who could beat this and that, bro. Niggas telling me Green Boy ain't gonna be shit. Niggas telling me Aokiji can't deal with them niggas. Niggas telling me Fuji ain't nothing. Niggas telling me that fucking Kizaru can't deal with them niggas. Big Mom, she was hungry, dealt with 1 ship. And the most significant nigga on that ship was Jinbei. That ship survived. That ship got out of there. The motherfucking Sea Knight, a nigga around Luffy's level right now, that nigga held off that bitch with the help of others and shit like that. With the help of the Soul King and the fucking, the Cat Thief or whatever and shit like that. The niggas held off that bitch. They escaped from that bitch, bro. And then they got help from the rest of the shipment and whatever like that. The niggas was fighting and shit. They were fighting. Jinbei is about that shit. You can indeed fight an Admiral. You can do that. Excuse me. You can indeed fight a Yonko. You can do that. Plenty of niggas have done that shit. Plenty of niggas that stood in the way of Yonkos and fucking survived that shit, bro. Don't tell me that crazy ass bullshit. Fuji, we're going to the Admirals. Fuji lifted not a city, not a town, the country of Dressrosa's rubble. The country of Dressrosa's rubble. From the edge, the big ass rocks surrounding the fucking country of Dressrosa, the big ass mountains and shit like that, from there inward, all of it, up until 5 to 10 seconds, I believe it was all pulverized, decimated, destroyed, detonated, whatever word you want to use by Doflamingo's bird strings. Fucking done. 10 seconds worth left of space and shit was all that was left, man. We can call that a town or two, whatever you want to call that shit. That's how much space was left of that shit. He lifted all of it. All of it. You know what he did after that? Fought Luffy. Go ahead to Dressrosa. Go read the arc of Dressrosa one more time. Go rewatch the anime of Dressrosa one more time. There was one nigga in the anime of Dressrosa who touched Fujitora. One nigga. You know who it was? The thief in the casino. The nigga that rubbed on Fuji's head and his hair and shit like that, trying to trick his ass. That's the one nigga in the arc of Dressrosa who physically, with any attack, their body parts, in any reference, touched Fujitora. The only enemy nigga. Dofi attacked him, fought off Sabo, fought Luffy twice, fought Zoro, went after Law with Dofi. 5 of the main niggas we talk about right now, 5 of the main niggas that are leading or that may have something to do with the alliance that we're going to deal with right now in this arc, encountered this nigga, didn't touch him once. Didn't touch him once. Lifted the entire country's worth of rubble, held that shit up in the air, and fought Luffy, bitch. Well, niggas don't get this. Luffy was going to a ship to run away. He was going to get on a ship to get away. And he sunk the fleet that was entrapping them. The fleet that was here, right here, and Luffy was here. They were coming to hit Luffy. Luffy couldn't escape without going that way. You know what he did to the fleet? Not a few ships, nigga. Not the 2 or 3 ships that Luffy had. Not the big ass Mary ship that the one nigga had on the fleet or whatever. No, not that. The entire fleet of niggas was sunk. Do you think Luffy could have escaped? No! The nigga was going to die. Every nigga there could have died. What more do we have to point out about these niggas, bruh? Like, they're a group of broken ass niggas, bruh. This new nigga hasn't even eaten for some odd years, man. For some odd years. What are you niggas talking about, bro? The niggas is trash. The Yonko haven't done shit but be fucking exploited, confronted, fucking humiliated, fucking by all kinds of niggas, bro. Coalitions of niggas have gone after these Yonkos, bro. Ashida Doji was out there fading. I think with Odin or some other one of the other 3 niggas that they mentioned. Kaido and shit. Didn't even fucking remember it about, bro. Wasn't even about that shit, bro. Who else? Fucking I got mentioned before. Jinbei encountered a nigga already, bro. Luffy literally went hand to hand with Big Mom for a second. Got knocked out the shit, bro. Got knocked out the shit, bro. Like, I don't know how to keep going with this, bro. Like, the nigga walked. They walked to Wano, bro. They got to Wano. And then he bodied that nigga in the first fight they had. Granted, he got right back up and one-shotted him, sobered up and everything. So we know that little beating he got, Luffy got up in his ass and shit like that, that was just to sober him up. That's all it fucking did. Sober that nigga up. So we know he's gonna be about some shit when he come back. We already know that shit, bro. And nigga Kaido finna be on that cock diesel type shit. That don't mean he ain't get fucked. That don't mean he ain't get fucked. This nigga got straight clap, bro. Straight clap, bro. I don't want to hear that fucking dumbass bullshit, bro. That hasn't happened to Aokiji. That hasn't happened to Fuji. That hasn't happened to Kizaru. And they haven't fought weaker niggas. They haven't encountered less niggas. What? Stop with the stupidity, bro. Y'all niggas are wrongfully fanboying. Fanboy over some proper shit. Fanboy over some good shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. The shit that y'all niggas come up with sometimes is like, let me hop on this shit real fast. Let's see what y'all niggas talking about again, bro. Hell no, they don't have the hockey to touch a Logie yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's do a number count how many times it says the N-word. You funny as shit, Marlon. Okay. Let me see. No one's saying that ain't shit, but to think of fleet admirals on par with the 8 base admiral is foolish. The Marines are structured in a way where the higher ranks. I can't even finish this fucking creditless ass comment, bro. A nigga that's with us, a nigga that's fucking talking sensibility about the Yonkos and shit. You gonna tell me some shit like that, bro? I'm not even gonna address. I'm gonna say something like this. So a Kainu can grow in strength, but Kizaru and Aokiji can't? That's all I'll say about that. Back to this Admiral versus Yonko thing. So, I don't even know where to keep going with this, bro. Like, we've addressed so many points that, like, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. I don't know where to, like, what to put together and what you guys are actually talking about in terms of progressing that ideal, because it should be obvious by now. I think they're not what you're making them out to be. It's not like that. Any Yonko Shanks. You niggas hear me? You fucking Shanks fanboys? You hear me, you red hair fucks? Shanks. Could lose to any admiral. Any admiral. Any of them. Kaido. Any admiral. Big Mom. Any admiral. All of them could lose to any admiral, bro. One thing we haven't talked about is Blackbeard. How do I say this? This is speculation. We don't have to take this as a concrete fact, but this is my speculation. I don't see why we should continue to question him as being the strongest Yonko or not. How many niggas have 2 fruits? What was that? Huh? You said 0. Oh shit! No niggas have fruits? 2 fruits? Damn! I ain't even. Huh? And 1 is more, or 2 is more than 1, right? I think so, bro. I think so, right? Yeah. And 2 let you do more than 1, right? Yeah, that's true too, bro. Yeah. So the nigga who, not 2 arcs, not 15 chapters, not part 2, in the same arc, in the same chapter, displayed the same exact thing that Blackbeard did. But he didn't flick his shit. He didn't fucking wiggle his fingers. He didn't say, "Oh, this shit is weird." The nigga took a stance and went like this, bro. He went, and the world shook, nigga. The world shook. The nigga knows how to use his shit from day 1. He watched his daddy, nigga. He watched his daddy for 20 years, nigga. 20 years he watched his daddy do it. Nigga, what are you talking about? The nigga has 2 fruits. And if you go hand in hand, which he did with Shirohige, he went hand in hand with Shirohige. What happened? Turn that shit off, ain't he? Turn that shit off, ain't he? Don't tell me no dumbass shit no more about, oh, this nigga's trash, bro. Akaino get in his ass like that, bro. And the Yonko super 3/4 times over him and shit like that. My boy has a personal alarm. Blackbeard has a literal personal alarm, bitch. Anytime anything's about to go down, bro. Anytime any scheme happens with Blackbeard, guess who's out there sounding the alarm? You need to run, bro. Hey, Blackbeard coming down. Hey, we gonna need help with his ass, bro. Hey, we do that, bro. Who every single time? Who does that, bro? Shanks, ain't he? Shakes out there like a fucking Blackbeard alarm, bro. This nigga out here even talking to the gore say about this nigga. Most likely. Now, as we all know, that speculation, we don't know exactly who he's referring to. Almost 100% sure he's talking about Blackbeard, man. That's the real nigga we should talking about being stronger than anybody else. The nigga who tangibly, who we know is gonna have the potential of Luffy, or if not higher, because he's indeed in position as the main villain of the series, the main rival of the series, the nigga who's gonna fucking do everything that the main character's gonna do, if not better, if not worse, or somehow final interaction is gonna be with Blackbeard. That nigga has 2. Before he had 1. He was fucking with the nigga who had fallen off Mihawk and shit. The nigga who beat Mihawk in that legendary duel, bro. This nigga fucked him up in the face too, bro. Oh, see his arm. Oh, shoot, his arm is cut off. It had to be a Siki that took his arm off. It wasn't no Hawkme. Hawkme ain't cut his arms off, man. It was cool on E-Game, man. It was cool on E-Game, bro. That's who we should be saying is possibly stronger than the Admirals. Blackbeard. Blackbeard. We all know what happened with that interaction with the Kainu and shit like that. How he chose to run after he had the fruit because he wasn't quote unquote ready for the confrontation yet. That's all good and fine, man. That's all good and fine. Like I said, this part right here is just speculation. Everything I've said is concrete facts, word from the story. But this portion right here, I'm gonna be the Blackbeard alarm too. Pay attention, my niggas. He should be the one we should be hyping up. He's the nigga that we should be armed like that, bro. Alright, though. This has been a nice little rant. We addressed this shit. I'm about to hop off. We got some more shit coming out. Stay tuned for the One Piece draft. We're starting back up in like a week or 2. We had to have this long ass break because of the holiday season, but we're getting out of it. Niggas are getting they're back to their regular work schedules and shit like that. So once we have everything confirmed and ready, we're gonna be on that shit. Stay tuned for the One Punch Man podcast that's coming out in like 3 or 4 days. We're gonna record it tomorrow. So check that out. Check out the polls and shit too. Write your questions in the comment section or whatever. We're gonna be on that shit. Some Deadly Sins with a Borsat podcast. It's gonna be popping. It's gonna be cool and shit like that. And like this video, bro. Like this video, and I'll do more of shit, bro. We gonna hop into some more topics in One Piece, cause like, my nigga, y'all already know, I'm here because of One Piece, bro. That's how I came into this community and shit like that. But it's a whole coalition of fuck niggas out there trying to fucking spread fallacies, poison, stupidity. A whole coalition out there trying to do that shit, bro. And it's my job, Tyrant Grant, and Draco, man, to stop all that, bro. To stop all that. That's the goal right here, bro. All these niggas in the chat, bro, that's what we out here trying to do, bro. I got y'all boys. I'm gonna see you niggas next time. Like the video, subscribe. We almost at 800 subscribers. We gonna get to that this time. We was at 800, nigga. We was at 800, bro. We in there. Yo!